simple key activities that you would consistently do to start building that engine however many years ago?
So just so you guys know, sorry about my voice ahead of time, I don't actually usually talk, I type. So come to find out I don't have much of a voice. But I started out my Facebook with 126 friends. I remember going back through my timeline and it actually told me how many I had. And I didn't have people that, really followed my journey with the fitness side, a bunch of dudes basically, and I knew that wasn't my niche market. But I would say like the number one thing that I did really well in the beginning is deciding who I wanted to be a part of my team. Coming from like a hospitality world, you never got to choose who you worked with. And so I worked with a lot of people I didn't really like. And I decided with this is my first opportunity that I get to pick who I work with. And I think oftentimes with coaches, they are like so worried about not attracting people that they're like, I'll take anyone, just please join my team. And you're convincing them to join. And so I decided to create like a brand of what I wanted my team to look like. Who was I speaking to? And I didn't necessarily have those people as friends yet. So for me, it was women who were where I used to be, even before I ever had done P90X. So a new mom who had lost herself in the whole pregnancy and maybe felt out of control. She thought that, well, okay, I'm a new mom, but what else am I? Who am I? And so I would speak to that person with my Facebook wall, my post, but then I also started to think, where do they hang out? So when I was going through my pregnancy, I don't know about you guys, but I was the first of all my friends to get pregnant. And so I would go on these different message boards and I would make friends with some of those people. And so I started to ask them, hey, are you guys on Facebook at all? And some of them would send me their link and I would request them. Or I would think, okay, what do new moms do? We get our babies photographed. So I would go to photographers that specialized in family photos or that specialized in newborn photos. And I would see all the new people that they were putting on their wall every day of their cute, adorable baby photos. And it's easy for me to give a great compliment on an adorable baby or a sweet family, and then friend request that person and say, hey, I saw you shot with Sandra last weekend. How was she? I was considering shooting with her as well in the future. And that's an easy conversation starter. And I knew that that person likely is in the same place as I was. I also joined a mom's church group at my church locally, and then I also joined moms groups on Facebook that had nothing to do with anywhere locally, because I knew I also am an introvert, so I don't want to be meeting face to face all the time. I was never going to be the girl that goes on meetup.com and goes on stroller rides. That's just not who I am. So come to find out, there's lots of moms just like me who didn't want to be face-to-face with people. They wanted to be face-to-face with their little girl. And that little girl over there, I got to, use as my way to connect with people and other moms to say, like, I want to be present with my daughter. And as I started to build the business, I shared my why and who I was looking for. And that really just naturally attracted people.
Awesome. Amy, if